Tokyo Tales, setting the scene. Sofia Coppola's drops us into the vibrant, dizzying heart of Tokyo. Skyscrapers pierce the sky, neon signs blaze with chaotic energy, and a sea of unfamiliar sounds washes over everything. The city becomes a character itself, both exhilarating and isolating. Into this sensory overload steps Bob Harris, a washed-up movie star, and Charlotte, a young Yale philosophy graduate. Both are adrift, struggling to find their place in the world and within themselves. Tokyo, for all its beauty and strangeness, becomes a stage for their shared experience of displacement. The bustling Shibuya crossing, with its sea of people moving in all directions, mirrors the internal chaos Bob and Charlotte feel. Yet amidst the chaos, there are moments of serene beauty, like a traditional Japanese tea ceremony, offering a stark contrast to the city's frenetic pace. Tokyo's serene gardens provide a place of reflection, a brief respite from the overwhelming sensory input. In a quiet Tokyo bar, Bob and Charlotte share moments of connection, finding solace in each other's company. The city's vibrant nightlife, with its clubs and bars, becomes a backdrop for their evolving relationship. As they explore Tokyo's hidden gems, from quirky cafes to ancient temples, they begin to see the city through each other's eyes. The bustling markets, with their sensory overload of sights, sounds, and smells, reflect the complexity of their emotions. Despite the challenges, they find joy in small moments, laughing together and creating memories that will last a lifetime. Tokyo's iconic landmarks, a blend of old and new, symbolize the merging of their past and present selves. As their time in Tokyo comes to an end, Bob and Charlotte's poignant farewell at the airport encapsulates the bittersweet nature of their journey. The Tokyo skyline at dawn signifies a new beginning, a reminder that every ending is also a new start. Reflecting on their time in Tokyo, Bob and Charlotte realize that the city, with all its contradictions, has changed them in ways they never expected. Tokyo's ever-changing landscape, a city in constant motion, mirrors the ongoing journey of self-discovery that Bob and Charlotte are on. In the end, Tokyo remains a city of endless possibilities, a place where dreams and reality intertwine, and where every moment is a chance for a new adventure. Bob Harris, fading star in a neon city. Bob Harris, played with weary charisma by Bill Murray, arrives in Tokyo for a whiskey commercial shoot. The bright lights and bustling streets of Tokyo contrast sharply with his inner turmoil. He's a man past his prime, facing a midlife crisis and feeling increasingly irrelevant. The once celebrated actor now finds himself questioning his purpose and place in the world. The luxury hotel he's confined to becomes a gilded cage, amplifying his sense of loneliness. Despite the opulence surrounding him, the isolation is palpable, and the silence in his room is deafening. The cultural and linguistic barriers further isolate Bob. In a city that never sleeps, he feels more alone than ever, unable to connect with those around him. He struggles to communicate, reduced to a series of awkward interactions and misunderstandings. Each attempt to bridge the gap only seems to widen it, leaving him more frustrated and disheartened. His sense of humor, once sharp and quick-witted, feels lost in translation. The jokes that once brought laughter now fall flat, and he finds himself questioning his own identity and worth. As he wanders the neon-lit streets of Tokyo, the vibrant cityscape feels like a stark reminder of his fading stardom. The energy of the city contrasts with his own dwindling spirit. He reminisces about his past successes, looking at old photos that remind him of a time when he was at the top of his game. Those memories now feel like a distant dream. Sitting alone in a bar, nursing a drink, Bob contemplates his life choices. The whiskey in his hand is both a comfort and a reminder of the commercial shoot that brought him here. Watching younger actors on TV, he feels a pang of envy and regret. The industry that once celebrated him now seems to have moved on, leaving him behind. A call from his family back home brings a brief moment of solace, but also a reminder of the distance between them. The conversation is filled with small talk, unable to bridge the emotional gap. Looking out of his hotel window at the city below, Bob feels a mix of awe and melancholy. The sprawling metropolis is a testament to human achievement, yet he feels like a small, insignificant part of it. In a rare moment of connection, Bob meets a stranger who seems to understand his plight. This fleeting interaction offers a glimmer of hope, a reminder that even in the vastness of the city, he is not entirely alone. As he walks away, blending into the crowd, Bob Harris remains a fading star in a neon city. His journey is one of self-discovery, a search for meaning in a world that seems to have forgotten him. Charlotte, young, lost, and searching. In the heart of Tokyo, amidst the sprawling urban landscape, Charlotte stands by the window, her eyes reflecting a deep sense of longing and confusion. The city, with its neon lights and ceaseless activity, seems to mirror her inner turmoil. Charlotte, portrayed with a delicate vulnerability by Scarlett Johansson, finds herself equally adrift. Her portrayal captures the essence of a young woman caught between the expectations of her new life and the reality of her emotional disconnection. Newly married and accompanying her workaholic photographer husband, she grapples with a sense of uncertainty about her future and her place in the world. The bustling streets of Tokyo, filled with unfamiliar faces and foreign sounds, only add to her sense of displacement. She spends her days exploring Tokyo, but the city's relentless energy only amplifies her feelings of isolation. Each street she walks down, each crowded subway she boards, she feels more and more like a stranger in a strange land. She observes life from a distance, feeling like an outsider looking in. The vibrant culture and the people around her seem to be part of a world she cannot access, a world that moves on without her. The constant ringing of her cell phone, a lifeline to her husband, ironically underscores the distance between them. Each call is a reminder of the emotional gap that has grown between them, a gap that the physical distance of Tokyo only seems to widen. She yearns for connection, for understanding, but finds herself more isolated with each passing day. In moments of solitude, like sitting alone in a bustling cafe, she watches people pass by, their lives seemingly full of purpose and direction. She wonders if she will ever find her own path, her own sense of belonging in this vast, indifferent city. She turns to writing, pouring her thoughts and feelings into a journal, hoping to make sense of the chaos within her. Each entry is a step towards understanding herself, a small attempt to find clarity amidst the confusion. Despite her feelings of isolation, she continues to explore Tokyo, driven by a faint hope that somewhere in the city's labyrinthine streets, she will find a piece of herself. Each new place she visits is a potential discovery, a chance to connect with the world around her. And then, amidst the sea of strangers, she meets someone who sees her, who understands her. In that moment of genuine connection, she feels a glimmer of hope, a possibility that she might not be so lost after all. This new friendship becomes a beacon, guiding her through the fog of her uncertainty. For the first time in a long while, Charlotte smiles, feeling a sense of belonging. The journey is far from over, but she is no longer alone. She is young, lost, and searching, but now she is also hopeful. Chance encounters, a shared sense of displacement. Bob and Charlotte's paths cross in the anonymous luxury of the hotel bar. He's nursing a drink, lost in his thoughts. She's restless, unable to sleep. Their initial interactions are marked by awkward silences and hesitant smiles. Yet, beneath the surface, a spark of recognition ignites. They are both outsiders, united by their shared sense of displacement in a foreign land. In each other's company, they find a refuge from the loneliness that surrounds them. Karaoke nights and midnight escapades, building bridges. As the days melt into nights, Bob and Charlotte's connection deepens. They embark on a series of impromptu adventures, exploring the city's hidden corners and sharing intimate moments. They sing karaoke with reckless abandon, wander through bustling arcades, and find solace in quiet conversations that stretch into the early hours. With each shared experience, the walls between them crumble, revealing a shared vulnerability and a longing for connection. A bond unspoken, the language of connection. The beauty of lies in the unspoken language that blossoms between Bob and Charlotte. Their connection transcends words, finding expression in stolen glances, knowing smiles, and the comfortable silences they share. Their relationship defies easy categorization. It's more than friendship, yet not quite romance. It's a unique bond forged in the crucible of shared loneliness and the search for meaning. Facing fears and finding solace. Moments of growth. Through their connection, both Bob and Charlotte experience moments of growth and self-discovery. He finds a renewed sense of purpose in her youthful energy and begins to confront his own insecurities. She, in turn, gains a new perspective on her life and marriage, realizing that she has the strength to define her own happiness. Their time together, though fleeting, leaves an indelible mark on both their lives. A bittersweet farewell, the inevitability of departure. The film culminates in a poignant farewell as Bob prepares to leave Tokyo. The weight of unspoken emotions hangs heavy in the air as they say goodbye, knowing that their connection, however profound, is ultimately transient. Their final encounter, a whispered exchange lost in the cacophony of the city, leaves the audience with a lingering sense of melancholy. It underscores the bittersweet reality of human connection, often fleeting yet eternally etched in our memories. Reflections in the rearview, the enduring impact. As Bob's taxi disappears into the urban sprawl, we are left to ponder the enduring impact of his and Charlotte's encounter. Did their connection fizzle out, or did it spark a lasting change within them? The film offers no easy answers, leaving the interpretation open to the viewer's imagination. What remains is a sense of hope, a reminder that even the most transient encounters can leave an enduring mark on our souls. Lost and Found, the enduring resonance of Lost in Translation, is a film that lingers long after the credits roll. It's a poignant exploration of loneliness, connection, and the search for meaning in a world that often feels isolating and overwhelming. Through the characters of Bob and Charlotte, Coppola captures the universal longing for human connection and the transformative power of even the most fleeting encounters. It's a reminder that sometimes, being lost can lead us to exactly where we need to be.